let's rank some Keeper of the Lost Cities characters, because I'm bored and ranking things is fun. Just the kids, though. This ranking is completely subjective and not at all serious, so if you have a different top 10, I'd love to hear about it. In dead last, we have Stina. Now, she does have her moments, especially later in the series. She has some pretty good one-liners. But the minute you're mean to Dex, it's over for you. It's over. Goodbye. It feels criminal to me to have Wiley at number 9, but I genuinely know nothing about this man. It just feels like he's continuously sidelined, and that is a tragedy to me. Especially it's a tragedy to me because he has to be one lower than Fitz. Fitz Vacker. You'd think that I don't like him because he's low-key terrible to Sophie, and that's true. But actually, Fitz's biggest crime is that he's boring. He's boring. I'm sorry. Boring little rich boy who needs therapy. I have Morella at number 7. Now, Morella is so fun. She's very cute, she's very snarky. I love her narrative potential. What do you mean you dropped Sophie as a friend and replaced her with Stina because she inconvenienced you one time? I know that's probably unfair, but come on! Please don't yell at me. I like Dex. He's so sweet. But I'm still confused about his weird anti-obsession with the Vackers. I'm sure it was completely inconsequential because I immediately forgot about the reason for it. He's also partially responsible for the completely unnecessary love square dynamic, which... oh my god. And then we have Tam, and Tam is great. I love his power set, I love his hilarious dynamic with Keith. He has way more emotional intelligence than Fitz. I just think his narrative potential was kind of wasted. And right above him is his sister. Lynn is adorable. She's got the hydrokinesis, which puts her in the position to have a fantastic ship dynamic with Morella. Fire and water in like an opposites attract kind of situation. Are you kidding me? Hello? Plus, she stopped Atlantis from sinking for a second time. Love it. If we were ranking these characters solely on book 1, Biana Vacker would not be up this high, but she's in the top 3 because not only is she potentially stronger than her brother, she tried to single-handedly take down Vespera by herself. Iconic. Oh, Sophie Foster. The Moonlark, the Chosen One. She's so resilient in the face of adult elf dumbassery, plus her narrative arc is genuinely interesting. I'm so invested in her journey to find love and acceptance after living in a world who saw her as an outsider for 12 years. Also, I just love her development from tiny, confused child into feral chaos gremlin who dabbles in arson. And finally, Keith Sensen is at number 1. No one should be surprised by this. I go kinda nuts for love interests who act as narrative foils for the protagonist. They have the same goal in regards to the Neverseen, but they have drastically different ways of attacking that. And when that causes their two paths to diverge, man do I go feral for that. And the cherry on top is that he's the comic relief character. Shannon Messenger could have easily just made him super one-dimensional and called it a day, but he's the most complex, his backstory is equal parts interesting and tragic, and he has chemistry with everyone, and the group genuinely would not be the same without him. He wasn't even supposed to exist either. Shannon just threw him into the story on a whim, and Keeper would not be the same. The story would not be the same without him. I cannot wait for Unraveled. You guys are gonna be sick of me when that book finally comes out. And there you go. That's my ranking. Feel free to throw your opinions at me. Tell me what you think. Also, I'm right.